My patio is being taken over by grow bags, and it's really awesome.
Hey growers, this week has been all about planting, and I'm taking y'all along as I level up my little patio garden into a more advanced spring setup. This will be stage 2 out of 3 as I'm taking the next couple weekends to finish planting my summer garden. The sun's warming up and we've passed our last frost date here in North Georgia, Zone A. And I can finally shift from babysitting seedlings and solo cups to actually getting things in the ground, or in my case, grow bags. Spring always reminds us of renewal and how God is always planting new things in us, even when it feels like nothing's growing. His timing is perfect, and sometimes we just have to trust that we're in the season He wants us to be in. First things first, I had to move all 100 plus seedlings from my patio over to the side of the house to make more space for new grow bags. It was a whole process, y'all. My back was aching by the end of it, but it felt so good to get things sorted and out of the way. I took the chance to get a little more organized this time, separating seedlings by type, tomatoes with tomatoes, peppers with peppers, you get it. And when I originally set them out, it was more of a plop them wherever there's room kind of situation. So this was a much needed refresh. Some plants were looking a little leggy or crowded, so I brought a few inside to uppot and separate. I also set aside a few stronger seedlings to plant directly into containers. I'm selling most of these seedlings, so of course I wanted to save the ones I like the most for my own garden. And yes, I also had to say goodbye to a few seedlings that did not make it. But don't toss away that soil. You can reuse it to mound up potatoes or top off other growing bags, and I also reuse the cups as well. Here's a gardener tip. Don't forget that you need watering too. Hot weather or not, always keep some water nearby and take breaks when your body asks for some. The plants can wait a few minutes. Trust me, you need the water just like your plants do. I've almost passed out a time or two in the garden, and it was never fun. I had to sit down in the dirt and recover because I didn't bring my water. So don't be like me. Bring some water to drink. Also, big shout out to my husband for coming through with a garden table, even though he was a little late with it. I was going to use it to put the seedlings on, but I did not know that he was going to bring this to me in time, so I ended up using it for a repotting station, and it actually is wonderful. It's perfect. So the space is coming together slowly and starting to feel a little more like my backyard oasis. Next came a little distraction detour. I saw dirt all over the patio from the planter cups and figured I'd try spraying it off with water. Let's just say the dirt won that round, and I'm going to need a pressure washer at the end of the season. Once I actually got to watering, I gave everything a good soak. Ideally, mornings are best for watering to prevent mildew and give plants a head start for the day. But I'm a mom with little ones, and evenings work best for me. This is my calm time, just me, the plants, and the sound of water instead of all the screaming from small people all day. It's also when I find myself talking to God the most, thanking Him for peace in the middle of the mess, and asking Him to help me grow a little more each day, just like the plants. Today's big project was getting my new 50-gallon grow bag ready. I've decided to turn it into a little herb garden, something fragrant, useful, and pretty. I'm filling it up bit by bit over the next few weeks. I started filling the big grow bag first and then used that soil to fill the smaller containers I was going to work with that day. You'll see I started with a cup and then switched to my hands because it was faster. Gardener efficiency at its finest. Today, I started filling the herb bag with a chamomile right in the middle. They get nice and tall and makes a lovely centerpiece. It attracts pollinators and it's really good in teas, which I've actually never tried before, so I'm really excited to get this one going and make some homemade tea. Then I found this little curry plant at a nursery. It's brand new to me. I've never done that before either, but it smells incredible and we love curry, so I'm excited to use that as well. And then around the edges, I planted some phlox seed for a trailing floral border around the bag. I made a shallow trench around the rim of the grow bag, sprinkled the seeds in, and lightly covered them with soil. They're so tiny, so they don't need much burying. Here's a beginner tip. When direct sowing seeds, always check how deep to plant them. Tiny seeds often prefer to sit right near the surface with just a dusting of soil. Big, large seeds, you need to push them down a little further, give them more soil to be in contact with for a healthy growth. I also filled up 3 of my 5 vertical planter boxes with flowers. Next, I moved on to my veggie transplants. Here's a slightly pathetic cauliflower seedling who got his own 5-gallon grow bag. It's small, but hey, sometimes those underdogs surprise you. Cauliflower is a cold-loving veggie, so I'm just hoping it'll get big enough before it gives up on life in the heat. I transplanted 5 onion starts into another 5-gallon grow bag. This might be a tight fit, but hey, we're just experimenting here a little bit. I made sure to separate the onion seedlings to give them some breathing room. I tried to space them out about as big as an onion bulb gets, but again, we'll see what happens. Here's a garden insight. Onions are surprisingly easy to separate when transplanting. Just tease the roots apart gently and they'll be fine. By the end of the day, everything was planted, watered, and I was waving at the camera without realizing I completely cut off my head in the shot. That's it for this week's garden update. I seriously can't wait to watch everything grow, and I'll be sure to bring you along for every win, every fail, and every unexpected surprise. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you all enjoyed this garden session, and make sure to like, subscribe, and please drop a comment to tell me what you're planning this week. Let's grow together. Until next time, get out in the garden and just grow it.